Jai Satsang Deepakanandji. Hey, Jai Sachidanand. Pulinanandji, 3 months, please. Reciting 3 months, Arun, please follow.
नमो वित्रागाय
नमो वित्रागाय
नमो हरिहंताणम
नमो अरिहंताणम
नमो सिद्धाणम
नमो सिद्धाणम
नमो आयरियाणम
नमो आयरियाणम
नमो वज्रयाणम
नमो वज्रयाणम
नमो लोये सवसाहुणम
नमो लोहे सव साहुणम
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
ऐसो पंचन मुक्कारो
सवपावपणासणो
सवपावपणासणो
मंगलाणंच सव्वेसेन
मंगलानम च सव्वेसेन
परम भवै मंगलम
परमं हवै मंगलम।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय
ओम नमः शिवाय।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
जय सच्चिदानंद।
Jai Sachidanand. Pulinanandji, last time we covered 8th column and introduced 9th column. So why don't you introduce the 9th column?
Okay. નાઇન્થ કલમ હે દાદા ભગવાન મને જગત કલ્યાણ કરવાનું નિમિત્ત બનવાની શક્તિ આપો. ઓ દાદા ભગવાન, may I be instrumental in the welfare of the world or mankind. So one dimension to this is that it was Dada Bhagwan's desire that the welfare of the world takes place. Everybody becomes happy. At least people are free from their miseries and hardships and all the sufferings. He had two desires, that everybody's suffering or unhappiness, what we call as
No voice.
Pulinanandji, we lost your voice.
audio not coming.
Now it's coming.
So of the people amongst the world, those who are eligible, those who are evolved in a way, spiritually, those who have been evolved, uh, uh, they may attain moksha. So his welfare, his design of welfare was that everybody's hardships, everybody's sufferings should go away, and those who are evolved, may they attain moksha to the Akram Marg. So it was his very inner intent, very strong desire, and he also put it out in the ninth Kalam. And he asked Mahatmas or everybody to also nourish this desire. Now, what happens is one person having this desire and thousands of people also having the same desire, then it sends out all positive vibrations, and this fructifies faster and better. This fructifies faster. If there is one incense stick in the room and there are 100 incense sticks, so the smell goes up. One person desiring the welfare of the world and n number of people, so the whole, it multiplies, and the execution of the desire takes place faster. So that was one dimension. The other dimension is when a person desires to be instrumental in the welfare of the world, his welfare is inbuilt into it. Because to be instrumental for the welfare of others, the person himself has to be pure to an extent. He has to be spiritually evolved. He has to be even evolved in the relative world, in the relative matters. Only then his mind, body, speech can be instrumental in the welfare of others. So that leads to his internal purification. He, in the process, starts introspecting his mind, body, speech, starts introspecting his faults, and it starts eliminating. The Purusharth sort of gets triggered in auto mode. It starts in the auto mode where he feels that he needs to be pure. Because only if you are pure, can you be instrumental in others. If I have some good qualities, only then I can speak of those qualities, and then people will follow, or if you motivate others to inspire others to attain that quality. So that is very natural. If I'm very soft and sober, I don't get angry, and then I say that we should not be angry, then automatically others will be inspired to do it. What we call as strength of character or strength of words, charitra god, vachan god. So, so that is the essence. As we become more non-violent, non-violent in the sense non-hurting, don't hurt others or anybody by our mind, speech, or actions. That makes one instrumental in the welfare of the others. That is at one level. There is a slight other dimension to this, that being instrumental in the welfare. It is an indirect way also, in the sense that for the welfare, that we have to spread the message of Dada Bhagwan. Say Aptaputras are spreading the message of Dada Bhagwan. Then you need a lot of support system also. You need someone to organize the system. You need someone to organize the mic system, maybe the sitting arrangements, if perhaps even the food arrangements, calling people, seeing to that everybody attends. So the other auxiliary support system for the execution of a satsang or even passing of messages. Say someone wants something, then giving him those necessary books, for example, and that, okay, this is the book. So services, auxiliary services for the execution of the welfare of the world, the basic support system. So that also is part of the ninth Kalam. Person who desires, may I be instrumental of the world. Then what nature does is, whatever qualities you have brought or the person has brought by way of talents, inbuilt abilities, in weird circumstances that nature taps and utilizes for this mission of welfare of the world. For example, a person is very fortunate and because of his good merits, he has got a lot of money. Then he can contribute into this mission by way of money. Okay, you organize this. I will sponsor the event. I will, donate this much money for this much cause. People giving donations in books, in organizing meals, whatever. So if someone has wealth, surplus wealth, maybe that part of it nature uses. Or if someone is a good singer, then maybe he's utilized his singing talents are utilized. Someone is good at organizing people.
Can hear very well.
Yeah, Pulinanandji, very tough to hear you.
એમ કપાઈ ગયો.
થોડું પાસે આવો ને થોડું પાસે આવો સર.
We
No,
can't hear you.
practice.
Can't hear.
Can't hear anything.
Are you on mute?
No, he's not on mute. No.
સારું ચાલો. Well, this is the way it is. કાકો પછી હું મારું just to get at least.
તમે લેપટોપ ઉપર છો?
હા, હું લેપટોપ ઉપર જ છું.
તો જરૂર જરા જોઈ લેજો ને તમારું.
હા, મેં ઓડિયો સેટિંગ્સ તો બધા જોયા.
હા,
તો બધા જ જોયા. હવે ખબર નહીં સ્પીકર માઇક્રોફોન તો મેં બેઉ ટ્રાય કરી જોયા.
microphone and speaker is same as system?
Same as system. વોલ્યુમ બી કર્યું મેં, માઇક્રોફોનનો મેક્સિમમ કર્યું છે. હવે જરા બેટર આવે છે કે નહીં ખબર નહીં. Or am I now am I better? No, I don't know.
Yeah, you're a little better now.
A little better now. Maybe I need to raise my voice. Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Now we lost it.
He lost it.
Can't hear you.
Everybody's so loud.
Rajni, what was the question?
Oh, he
was
was introducing column number 9.
Okay.
One minute. Let me try through my mobile. I'm just trying through my mobile.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, if someone wants, okay, just okay. હવે આમાં અવાજ આવે છે?
Oh, much better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then let me આમાંથી નીકળી જવું પડશે ને મારે.
Yeah.
આમાંથી નીકળવાનું I leave.
નીચે આવશે end કરશો ને.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So
Much
this is better now?
Much better.
Okay, સરસ. So just give me આમાં છે ને કદાચ મારો voice I need to charge. Okay. Now, is this voice better now?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
much better.
સારું ચાલો. Okay, then maybe something in the laptop. So I just repeat very briefly what that ninth column I was mentioning about. One thing was it was Dada Bhagwan's desire that the welfare of the world takes place. So he says that I am desiring, others also desire. If one person has a desire and n number of people, thousands also do it, then it multiplies, and execution of the desire, the welfare of the world, takes place much faster. So that is one dimension of the ninth column. Second dimension was the person himself becomes pure in the process, because to be instrumental in the welfare, one's mind, body, speech must be pure, in the sense non-hurting to others, by way of thought, by way of speech, by way of actions. So that induces the person to improve himself, to increase his restraint or his sanyam. And in the process, it motivates the person to look at his own shortcomings. It motivates the person to improve on them or get rid of those shortcomings in terms of anger, pride, deceit, and greed. So though that is the second dimension to the whole thing. And the third dimension is that whatever talents or abilities or situations that a person has, those nature will use it for the purpose of Jagat Kalyan. In the sense that the person has money, surplus wealth, then he will sponsor the satsang, for example, or he will sponsor books, or he will give charity, so that is one of the dimensions. Or if a person is good at organizing events or people, then his event, that talent will be used. There are some who cook the food, there are some who will organize the mic, someone organize the sitting arrangements. So each is a contributor for a successful satsang. Satsang in the sense, the third dimension of Dada Bhagwan, that may everybody attain peace, at least be suffering, at least be free from the sufferings they are undergoing, the hardships they are undergoing, and those who are eligible, may they also attain moksha. So in the fulfilling of that, where it is necessary to spread Dada Bhagwan's message, to spread his Akram Vignan, the wonderful science of cause and effect, the cause of unhappiness and the effects of unhappiness, and the remedies for all that, the causes of good things and the effect, and the how to go further. So the spreading of Dada Bhagwan's science, where each one becomes a contributor in that mission. Someone by way of his talents in terms of physical handling of satsang, organizing sitting arrangements, mic, etc. Someone calling people, someone preparing food, someone serving food, someone giving out pamphlets. There are n number of dimensions. This satsang, only the speaker is one part, but the entire support system for the execution of the proper satsang, you need a lot of people. So that talent, whichever way one has, that gets tapped. Someone is good at translation in other languages, for example, then nature utilizes that talent, like we are doing in English and Hindi and all. So then nature utilizes his talent, and it's used in the mission of spreading of Dada Bhagwan's message, which will lead to the welfare of the people at large. So these are the three dimensions of may I be instrumental in the welfare of the world. So by asking for strength of this, one starts improving himself, one contributes in the welfare mission. And an important thing is when one participates in this mission, in whatever way, it will give him happiness. It will give him happiness. Relatively, you are giving happiness to others. When a satsang is organized, when a person, newcomers, for example, they learn about Dada Bhagwan science, and it changes their life, for example, or some dimension of their life, some knowledge or input they get by which they have an aha feeling, they feel happy, they feel relieved, they know how to tackle issues or problems, interpersonal relationships, whatever. So the amount of happiness one happens to give to others, that much of reflected happiness comes back to the individual. He also gets that happiness. It will not be everlasting. It will be temporary. One satsang organized very well, food and all, and for that one day the person will feel very happy, or 1 hour, 1 day, 2 days, depending on what the event one has organized. Someone organizes 24-hour Kirtan Bhakti, so then for 2-3 days or maybe a week, he will somehow have inner happiness. It's an inner happiness in the sense there is nothing coming from outside, not good food, nothing good to see, nothing from the five external senses, but there is an inner happiness. So because one has been instrumental for the inner happiness of others, he gets back that relative inner happiness. It may last for a day to a week, depending on the intensity and the contribution and his heartfelt participation in the whole thing. So that reflected happiness does come. One instrumental in sharing knowledge, one's own knowledge also increases. So those are the fallouts of nourishing this. And extending this further, the the ninth Kalam further, that nourishing a desire of welfare of others. And with another reference, that the Bhagwan has mentioned, that the basic purpose of human life, we are born as a human being, is serving others or welfare of the others. Paropkar. And the example they give is of a tree. How does a tree reap? It shares everything for the others, the fruits, the flowers, maybe the branches, the wood, the fragrance, everything. It does not eat its own fruits, does not eat its own smell, the shade. So it lives for the others. So that is the basic purpose of humanity. In the seva context, in the serving context, as I said, that the purpose of humanity is to serve others. And a person who is born in India, who understands rebirth, for him the purpose of human birth is to know who he is, know his true self, realize the soul, and attain moksha. So these are the two hardcore purposes of the human birth. So for others who are not yet spiritually so evolved, not yet so concerned or aware of need, have not felt the need for moksha, for them, serving others is one of the purposes. So that dimension also gets introduced, knowingly or unknowingly. And when we serve others, our own needs, the person's own needs in terms of mind, body, speech, means physical needs, say clothes or food or staying and whatever his other needs are, those get taken care of. Nature takes care of. You get the external supports. So that is also one more dimension to the ninth Kalam, the basic purpose of human living. So this is all that comes to my mind at the moment. Anybody wants to share anything or any inputs?
Yeah, is a question on 9 Kalam, or for that matter, want to share anything about the other Kalam? Then I will ask a question. Out of all the 9 Kalams, which is the one which you are culprit of? Anybody wants to share that? I will start. I'm working on column number 8 because invariably, different circumstances or whatever, we always, I always break column number 8. So I'm working on it, especially in interaction with other people or at home, because it's a tendency to say this guy, that guy, whatever the situation, and try to dissect and bisect it. And sometimes you get involved in that, and you forget that everything is Sakti, or the person is just an instrument. So that I'm working on that one and try to dissociate or not say too much, or even try to get the families not to talk about others, which is difficult. So I'm working on that one. Anybody wants to share it? Yes, I share. Okay, Miraben?
Mine is very similar to yours, Rajni Kaka. Jai Sachidanand, Rajni Kaka, Jai Sachidanand Pulinanandji, Jai Sachidanand, all Mahatmas. I completely agree with what you're saying, because each time we had gone through this one, the one column number, which one? All of them I can say, but definitely for column number 3, even for the religious monk, no religion we will do. I don't say anything. I stop, but I find that people around me, like the warehouse that Meera has bought all of these things. People come and talk about different religions. They say something bad about each religion. They do all of the, and you listen, you hear it. Similarly, when I'm in a crowd of people, this warehouse has brought all of these things that people say things. This Meera also jumps in sometimes, and I keep telling Meera this is wrong, and I keep doing pratikraman. But the more that I read the Kalams, I find that the knots, that warehouse of knots that is in this thing is all coming out. So hopefully that means next Janam or this Janam itself, all of this will be cleansed. Jai Sachidanand. That is all.
Very good.
Thanks.
You want to say something, Pulinanandji, before we
move on to Saila Ben? It's very true. You see, we have to make use of this experience, that the effects that we are experiencing, in the sense you brought this for a house where you have people of all religions and talking each other. So based on the effect that has come today in foreplay, we must realize that we must have unknowingly laid the causes of such a situation in the past birth, where we feel, oh, this is nice, this is a good gossip, So based on the effects that are now playing out in our present life, we have various people we come across, the situations we come across, we must realize I have laid such causes, and now I'm withdrawing from those causes. I'm changing my opinion. Now I don't want to gossip about others. Now I don't want to whatever we find, whatever shortcoming. So actually, if you ask me, this no Kalam journey is also a very powerful thing where we can come to know of our own prakruti, our own mind, body, speech. What are the things it has brought in, which are now not suitable for our goal of going to moksha. They were okay if, because I felt if I do this, I'll be happy. And we had imbibed happiness in worldly happiness in staying in the world and enjoying the world. Everybody did that, so I'll also do it. And we led causes because our vision was of that time in the previous birth. Now our vision is to free from the world. Now our vision is to go to moksha. And now with this vision, whatever causes we have laid, they don't align with our goals or the new goal that we have set to be free from the world and to attain moksha. So by doing this, we come to know that these are things which are not aiding our purpose of going to moksha, the discharge prakruti part only. And it leads us to new insights. It leads us to new purusharths where we are asking for strength of that kalam, maybe in third, maybe eighth, whatever. And we are cleansing. By doing all this, we are cleansing our mind, body, speech, paramanus, whatever we have charged, they will come up. Thoughts will come, speech will come, actions will happen. And then when we say, no, give me the strength not to do this, eighth kalam or third kalam. So we are withdrawing our opinion from the discharge that I'm not in agreement with what's happening. So it comes and goes, it comes and goes and comes and goes. This is the science behind the ninth kalam and how it aids us personally in our spiritual journey towards moksha. So this is for the moment, and Saila, when we can take now.
Shalaban. You can unmute yourself.
Sorry, Jai Sachidanand Pulinanandji. Jai Sachidanand Mahatmas. Mine is definitely Kalam 7, which I'm still struggling with. Because not just food or any, I mean, like I do, at least I feel Salya's Prakriti is such that there's a lack of, the discipline that is required. That is what I'm lacking. Again, I'm able to see Salya's, her, whatever she's brought. So that is what I'm struggling with, to have more discipline, to go more towards, to follow this without any, follow all the Kalams for that matter, without slipping, without having more dedication towards it. So so I feel it all comes down to Kalam 7, where I need to work on Salya's, her daily like work structure and everything. So that's what I feel I'm still struggling with this. But I'm praying for this daily, and I'm doing all the regular morning prayers and everything. But I still feel it goes for 4-5 days. I'm okay, and then again I slip. So yes, Kalam 7 is definitely a big thing, and it's not just related to food. All other temptations too. It could be even sleep. It could be just not working hard enough. So that is what I feel I'm struggling with. But there's one thing which I have learned even last satsang, last Tuesday, or I think Tuesday. So when we talked with the Deepakanandji, he mentioned that I mentioned this again about he was talking about Kalam 8, of course, and then I asked him about feeling guilty about not following this very well, and feel having any kind of guilt when you even comment on others. It might be very harmless comment or anything, but then having that guilt, and how to work with that guilt, how to remove that guilt and not feel guilty about this. So I'm learning how to handle that too. And that is to stay away from Sailya, not take the doership, and then try to see from the Shuddhatma point of view and work on Sailya. So that is how he advised me to handle that. And I'm trying to, this week I've been trying to practice that. I don't know if what I've said makes any sense because still kind of I'm just rambling. But yeah, it all comes down to Kalam 7. And the discipline that I really wish I wish I could bring that discipline in Silence. To because I see the Shailia is not having her prakriti is such that I don't gossip. There's no gossip or even like commenting too much on others or pretty much minding my own business. But when it comes to discipline, is where I need to work on.
Good, na? Good.
Yes.
It's our discovery. See,
Yes, it's definitely a discovery. Yes.
You see, all of us have brought some shortcoming here and there.
Yes.
And basically, you see, what happens is we have very strongly imbibed happiness in food. So if I eat this food, I'll be happy, that food happy. Happiness then food. You must eat this combination of flavors, khatta, tikha, and all that stuff, whatever. So it's you are disciplined, but the force of discipline or the force of the indiscipline is higher than the force of the discipline. The charge, which is now playing out as discharge, that intensity of the force is higher than the today's resolve of not getting entangled into food.
Yes.
So gradually, as we increase our today's desire of not getting entangled,
Yes.
that will enhance. And secondly, as you said, telling Saila that where is the happiness in this?
Exactly. Yes.
Basically, we have to do reverse wiring that there is no happiness in food. We have imbibed happiness in food, so we are getting thoughts of eating this food, that food, little of that, little more of the helping, second helping, and third helping. That is the mind that is playing out, na? Eat this, eat this, eat this, eat this, eat this.
Yeah, and it's not just food alone. It could be anything, any basic lack of discipline. If the focus is very clear, if the focus is, yes, I have to attain moksha, then why I know it is not, we have come with lot, the prakriti is such that everything is not going to happen in a day. But yes, I feel when you have been given such a big opportunity, when the focus is there, sometimes you try to be hard on yourself. Why are you not more disciplined? And following it very quickly. Yeah.
And that's good. Basically, you're firming up your resolution of today.
Yes,
You're
that's
firming
very
up your
happening
resolution of today.
Yeah.
So that will, this will gradually lead you one step down as to why is this happening?
Yeah.
Why is this happening? And once you catch hold of that why, and then work on that why, then it'll help you a little more. It'll help you a little more. And there'll be 2-3 success stories, 2-3 failures. 1, 3, 4 times you will succeed in your food, maybe in your sleep, maybe in your other things, and 5, 6 times you will fail also. So gathering the success stories and telling file number 1, see this is good, see this is good, by having restraint in food or whatever other 5 senses, you are remaining alert, you are remaining in Shuddhatma, how this is helping you. Just telling file number 1 this as and when required, that will motivate her further to do more of the same Purusharth.
Okay.
Hammering the success stories will lead to a stronger motivation to fight against the wrongdoings that pop up. Eat this, do that. Because motivation, basically, you see, we are working against the Prakriti. Our entire Purusharth in this is working against the Prakriti, that is against the discharge that has been we have brought.
Yes.
So when one has to work against the discharge, the motivation level has to sustain. What you said, for a few days it goes, then it drops down.
Yes.
Discipline drops down, as you said.
Yes, discipline drops.
Discipline is not dropping down. Your intention is still where they are. That is why you're voicing it out here right now. You know that's not happening.
Yes,
so your resolve is there. Yeah, this is there, but we succumb to that pressure.
succumb to the pressure, whatever Prakriti is. Yes.
brought her. So the resolve is perfect, firm resolution. That is why you are saying this, and you said, "I no, I'm not happy with it, and I want to still increase the discipline."
Yes.
So one thing is true. What you're doing is perfect. Resolution that I want to do it. That what Dada says is drad nischay or firm resolution. And whatever is happening is to Saila or file number 1, and I'm separate. So ask Saila to be strong and motivate file number 1 by success stories.
Okay.
Rewarding, good, you have done this. So that motivation will aid your resolution of today. You have resolved that I want to be more disciplined.
Yes.
Now it is working against the mind. If the mind itself says, no, I don't want to eat more, then you don't have to fight. You have to fight against the Prakriti.
Yes.
Now, how do I bring that turning point?
Yes.
The thoughts will come that I want to eat because that is charge. So discharge will take place. But not getting entangled into it is the crux.
Yes.
So if I'm able to remain separate and watch it, then no problem. It will come and go. The thought will come and go. Eat more? No, I've seen. Bye-bye.
No.
So first step is when the intensity of the discharge is very high, to work against it. I don't want, asking for that strength stuff. So once our strength raises, then then seeing that stuff and not getting entangled into it, not getting involved into it is the second Purusharth. Because you're not able to remain separate in the first stage. First stage is we have to ask for strength and say no. Then our awareness increases. Then the second step will be to observe it separately and allow it to pass. Allow the thought to come and pass. Let me sleep. The thought will come. Okay, I've heard you, but I don't agree. Thought will come and go.
Yes.
I want to eat gulab jamun. Okay, I've heard you, but only one. Next time, thought will come and go. We cannot stop the discharge, but we can remain separate and allow it to pass without it influencing us into that type of action or behavior. So that's the second level of Purusharth. And as we get into that level, then all thoughts will come and go. And gradually the intensity also will reduce, intensity of the discharge. Okay? And as the intensity reduces, as we call as discharge more, getting exhausted or reducing its force or intensity of the discharge more. Once that reduces, then our power, our Purusharth is of a higher order, and then we will not be so much affected by it. So I think that would be the right thing.
So the first step is to motivate with small successes.
Success stories, huh?
Got it.
Aid your resolution. Aid your resolution.
Yes. Slowly. Yes,
Deepakanji, we are talking about our weaknesses on any of the columns that came out. Mine was number 8, Mirabin was 3 and 8, Shelabin number 7. Arunaben, you want to share something, your weakness?
Oh, I have one. And column number 2. I see we are Patels and Gujarati, so a lot of Swaminarayan people, there are few guys around our area. They come around so often saying Bhav Fairy. They want to do our Swadhyayavara Bhav Fairy. And they want to us to join the Swaminarayan group. And they waste 2-3 hours of ours trying to convince us to change from Dada Bhagwan to Swaminarayan or Swadhyay. And we said, no, we believe in Dada and we'll not leave Dada. But if we ask you to change your from Swaminarayan to Dada, will you come? And they say no. But every week, every 2 weeks, they come. And, we told them so many times, every year they come and they bug us so much. And finally, File 2 said we will not open the door only. I said, no, we can never do that. We'll open the door, listen to them and let them go. He said, I'm getting frustrated with listening to these people. So what do we do in that case?
Deepakanandji?
Jai Satchidanand. First thing, principally, if someone is doing anything with Arunaben, then that is the reflection of Arunaben's past projection. So we had been very stubborn with what religions we followed through different lives, different generations. And now that it is coming to you, you have to understand that why it is coming to Arunaben. Something has gone out from here, so it is coming back. One more thing, to view things from a broader perspective. They wanted to come to them. So what is your problem? In a way. But if you go there and tomorrow, if we come to your place and you tell them our Dada Bhagwan Aptaputra have come, they will think sometime that she had been coming here from last so many years, so we must also go. At least they will listen to us. And if they listen, then this Dada Bhagwan virus is dangerous. We don't want to make everyone Dada Bhagwan. So we want to make them understand the science which Dada Bhagwan has revealed, and that science is no religion, but it encompasses every religion. Why I am narrating or giving this example, it had so happened that we visited some cities in America, and there was a very big temple, Hindu temple, just 1 mile away. It's like it was walking distance. We went there after a year and a half, or say 2 years, the year after, where we had visited. And nobody was coming, and from the temple itself, so many people, even the Maharaj took Gnan from Dada Bhagwan. Now, surprising fact was, 4 or 5 days, I would be just get ready and sit, and nobody will come. Maybe 1 or 2 guys will come in the end, 10, 15 minutes, and say hi, hello, and go. And later on, I came to know that after the Gnan Vidhi, these people never visited them. Never ever, this is not, we don't go for socializing. What purpose is they understand Dada and his Akara Vignan, which is living science, which is center. They never gone there. So it's like, what happens, we become so much isolated. They say, we have got Dana, we don't need to go to any temple. We don't need to go to listen to anyone. No, this is what, when we go and visit them, we will come to know what is their understanding, where do they stand. So from their location or from their viewpoint, we will be able to guide them to Dada's center. But unless you know their viewpoint, how will you know that? You won't be able to say anything. We can also say very casually that, oh, what you say is right. But Dada Bhagwan had been saying like this. And that is the crux of the science. So the moment it goes inside, it's going to play its part, because it's not you who are saying, you are just the medium of conveying Dada's science to them. So you are putting Dada in their ear. So getting bugged and all that. See, their attitude is different. Our understanding is different. We don't have any of those kind of attitude to make everyone Dada Bhagwan follow. No, Dada Bhagwan is no following. Dada Bhagwan is ourself. It is not you are following someone. Right? So, yes, it is true, in between stage, you will feel like that. But in his understanding, to be open. If they call you, go there. But if you go there, they will be compelled to come to you when you have that opportunity. Otherwise, if you don't go there and we come and stay there for 10 days, nobody will show up even for a day or even for an hour. But if you have gone there, they will be compelled to come here. And our purpose is not to, what do you say, increase our discipleness or what is it, membership. No, our purpose is totally different. Understand and know this science and enjoy the bliss of your life. That's our goal, ultimate happiness. So that is that, correct? So that portion of second Kalam won't come at all because we don't fall in that category. But we must come out of that that belief that we are Dada Bhagwan follower and we don't go anywhere. No, we are Dada Bhagwan follower and we can go anywhere and everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, you don't have to go there, but if you are invited, you must go there. Just go there for half an hour. What you will come to? I'll tell you. I visit if there are situations and I have to go. I listen to them. You know, when we listen to them, we come to know what we have got, and these people are still running around some small petty things. Do you understand? So this is the thing. Now, Pratibha, can I have 5 minutes?
Okay.
I'll just try to bring something. See, the whole path of liberation is cleansing our relative self. I will just try to see. Very recently, Vidyasagarji is our Acharya of Digambar Sampradaya, and he passed away. And they brought this his discipline. So it's very important. I mean, it's wonderful. So let us see that for a moment. Huh? Okay. Ajivan chini ka tyag. So sugar he was not taking. Ajivan namak ka tyag. No salt. Chatai. So he will not sleep on any bed or any mattress. Ajivan, okay, the other side. एक एक सभी धर्मों के पूजनीय आजीवन तेल का त्याग. So why we will try to analyze afterwards, but this is what सभी प्रकार के भौतिक साधनों का त्याग, right? आजीवन हरी सब्जी का त्याग, फल का त्याग, अंग्रेजी औषधि का त्याग, सीमित ग्रास भोजन, सीमित अंजुलि जल, 24 घंटे में एक बार 365 days he was eating. आजीवन दही का त्याग, सूखा मेवा का त्याग, ड्राई फ्रूट, एक करवट पे वन साइड ओनली स्लीप, बिना चादर, गद्दे तकिया, सिर्फ तख्त पर किसी सभी मौसम में, पूरे भारत में सबसे ज्यादा दीक्षा, दैट्स फाइन. थूकने का त्याग, सभी प्रकार के भौतिक साधन, पूरे भारत में एक ही आचार्य जिनका लगभग पूरा परिवार संयम, ओके फाइन. शहर से दूर खुले मैदानों में, नदी के किनारे पर, पहाड़ों पर अपनी साधना करना. अनियत विहारी यानी बिना बताए विहार करना. उन्होंने विहार के लिए अभी शेड्यूल नहीं बनाया. Now, if we try to analyze this, what has he done? He has made his relative body self absolutely independent. I just try to reveal one thing, that the traditional path of self-denial and renunciation, that is tyag, you know what they do? They try to bring their relative I, which they feel, Meri Atma, my soul is bad, my soul is impure, and I have to purify my soul. That is myself. And for that purification, they have done all this. But they don't know. They say that they cling to that center, I am pure soul. But that vision that perception is not there, which they get when they reach 10th stage. After doing all this, we talked about taste. Is ras lubdata. That means regaling in taste is so powerful that with that one weakness, we have weaknesses of all the rest of the four senses. And due to that, if you win that one taste sense, then you have won the universe. Because then all the four, that is, all the five senses come under your total control. But that path is of doership, and this path is of enlightenment using the wisdom of knowledge. So gradually we are taking one portion or one area, seeing them and keep correcting them. First thing, their destination, what they get at the end, we have reached that destination first. And now we are making our body self as perfect idol of Supreme Godhood state. Do you understand? Today, our outlook, what our relative self is, doesn't prove or doesn't indicate any of those traits of Supreme Godhood state. So what was inside Lord Mahavira's inner state, it got reflected on his body self. So his body self was total God. With Dada said that because of Kali Yuga, this unity is not the mind, spirit, body, so I cannot be called as total God. Do you understand? So this is something excellent we have got, and with this understanding, we remain open. You don't go there, but if you happen to go there, always have this chance. I mean, if you have that opportunity, you open and go, right? So I mean, this is our, especially for us, it is very important. If I say I don't go to seminar, you don't have to go there. But if you happen to go there, you are invited, feel free to go there. You don't have to say, but your presence, your soul state, and our innocent vision, Tito's drishti, it has so much. You are seeing everyone as pure soul. Who sees a living person as God? And when you go in such gathering, it will have its own impact. And you will understand, our understanding will become more firmer and stronger. Although it is strong, it is firm, but then we will understand. It's like when you compare ourselves with others, then you come to know what is Dada Bhagwan and who am I, what I have got, and what is my goal. So these differences also will be able to overcome. But one thing is that very important, you have not made Aruna bed. Aruna Ben was sculpted by previous egos. But now you have got that as your baby. You know that you are separate from Aruna Ben. The world feels you are Aruna Ben. You understand? You may say, I am separate from my body self. I am not Deepakanand. But people say, you are Deepakanand. So you must make Aruna Ben picture of complete supreme Godhood state with no flaws. Nobody can point finger at you. Which, if you see, none of the 9 Kalama code of conduct is there in our behavior or in our conduct. And if we talk wisdom, it will not reach. But if all those traits come in you, then you don't have to say. Your presence itself is Supreme Godhood state, which is there with Simandar Swami. Right? So our goal now is to sculpt ourselves, our mind, spirit, body, intellect, and reflective consciousness, a perfect, ideal Godhood state. And we are in the process. It is under making. And in that making, we are passing through these hurdles. And we have to jump over our hurdles and become open. Jai Satchidanand.
Right, okay, our time is almost up. Pulinanandji, you want to say a couple of minutes?
Just in very simple terms, Aruna Ben said that I get irritated by this person who keeps hammering and says, "Come to our gathering and come." See, there are two things. One is his intention of you pulling you to his side, and second thing is you getting irritated in the whole process. Okay, so we have to look at these two aspects. Very simple. So, what is the purpose of he calling over there? He feels my religion is good. I am very happy. May you also become happy. That is his intention. You feel irritated because you feel I have got the ultimate thing, and what they are saying is not in alignment with what I have got. A sort of this is little lower down, not going to help me. So you get irritated, or he forcing you to come, and you don't want, not wanting to go, is what causes the irritation. You see. So it is very much in alignment with today's discussion on the ninth Kalam, that welfare of the world. What you should do is, you should pray, Hey Dada Bhagwan, may his welfare take place. Hey Dada Bhagwan, Anupan Kalyan Thav. Whatever that, whichever person, who man or woman is coming, Hey Dada Bhagwan, may his welfare take place, may his welfare take place, may his welfare take place. Spend about 1 minute, 2 minutes every day on that. You pray that his welfare take place. Because just as it is your intention, his intention that your welfare takes place by joining their satsangs, you also pray the same thing. You pray that the welfare take place, and if by doing so, what will happen is somewhere it will trigger whatever we are trying to say. And number two, what will happen is it will remove the irritation that is happening to you by his approaching you and all that. Listen, he wants this, just listen, say, his welfare take place. Do this for a week. I can tell you, next time whenever that person comes, he will not irritate you to the extent you are getting irritated. He will be far reasonably sobered down, and maybe he will even listen to what you want to say. You see, so that will take care of you in a day. And as Deepakanand mentioned, you go now once in a while. What's the wrong? You keep saying Shuddhatma in others. You pray over there. May the welfare of all the people who are gathered over here, may all their welfare take place, because everybody has come for their welfare. Incidentally, they have got this guru, say Swaminarayan, or say that other thing you said. So never mind, you also pray for their welfare. Why is it that you have to listen and align and agree? Who told you to do that? Just silently pray over there, so they'll be feel happy. You will also not get irritated. And I tell you, very important, this prayer of yours, may their welfare take place, will fructify also. One day a situation will arise where they will listen to you, or when Aptaputra comes or something, and one or two points will get imbibed into them. This is in alignment with my guru is saying. Because the science is same. All spiritual masters have said the same thing, but in different words and different formats. That's all, based on the capacity of the followers, the development and evolvement of the followers. They have revealed only that much science of the whole thing. So they will feel, oh, it's in tune with this, in tune this. These Dada Bhagwan are so good. They follow their others. They also listen to others, you see. Now that is also create a very big impact. The unbiased thing that we have, nispakshpati. We are nispakshpati. We agree to all religions. We listen to all religions. So that will also have a very big impact. Dada Bhagwan, but they also come to others. And our non-partition attitude, our coolness, all that will have an impact. In the impact sense, they are following the other Bhagwan, and it is reflected in their behaviors. So that is something that is working. I'm following so and so religion or master, but I still have this anger. I still have these shortcomings. So they will feel a lack, and they'll be inspired by our behaviors. Oh, this is effective here. What they are saying there is like walking the talk. So that will also motivate them, and that is how the ninth Kalam, and specifically for that particular person, may his welfare take place, will ultimately fructify in the long run. So first thing, it will remove your irritation. Point one, it starts with your irritation and you wanting to shut the door and all. So that will go away. It removed your irritation. You will see them innocent. You will be able to see the Shuddhatma. You will remain, your Vitragta will remain intact. Then the welfare of others, then they will also feel impacted by your positive. You see, even pure vibrations, the thought process that made the welfare take place. You have not spoken anything, not done anything, just she has gone over there and just you keep on feeling made the welfare take. That vibrations also work. So that will go externally, but internally it help you first, where it will reduce your irritation, your discomfort in handling that person or meeting that person. Both things will go in one stroke. Yeah, Jai Satya.
Jai Satya. Deepakanji?
Just quick. We got center and our body self is circle, and so the world around is circle. And we have to get acquainted, understand, accept the circle and still remain in the center. And that acceptance and adjustment with the circle will attract people to the center. Jai Satchidananda.
Okay, Deepakanji, three mantra, please.
Okay.
Everybody follow.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vatsayanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Loe Savvasahnam.
Namo Loe Savvasahunam.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Savvapavappanasano.
Savvapavapanasano.
Mangalanam cha Savvesim.
Mangalanam Jasavesam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. 1 minute,
Jai
please. I think,
Satchidanand.
1 minute. I think, Deepakanji, we should continue this observation of column number 9 and talk about our weaknesses next. What do you think?
Yeah, okay. Now 9 and maybe 1 to 9. Experience. Experiences
in
1
relation to
to
the other 8.
Yeah, because this discussion came out very good about weaknesses. So it'll be nice to hear more our weakness. And of course, Lalita Ben and Rani has to pitch in first. We'll be opening batsman. Then we will follow.
I hope Lalita Ben is feeling good.
I am. I'm walking with a cane now.
She's
so
waiting to run.
She's laughing, so she
No,
must be
I
feeling
just
good.
want to be without pain. So I'm recovering very nicely, and thank you for your good wishes.
Very good.
Always.
Okay.
Well
Jai
Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.